Hello YouTube, this is Shadow again with another gaming video. This has been like a long awaited, anticipated video that I've been saying that I'm going to do, and I've been putting off for a long time, and I've had some time today because it's raining outside and it sucks. There's really nothing to do right now. So I'm finally going to show you a clip of my 3DS collection. And my physical Nintendo games, and then what I'm going to do is, hopefully if I get a chance, I'll do another video and show you what's on my 3DS, so that way you can see like all my digital games that I have stored on my 3DS system. So to get started, I'm going to keep this hopefully under 10 minutes because I'm having upload troubles right now. Mega Man Zero Collection. Great game. Bought this on Amazon on a sale. I played 1, 2, and 3 on GBA back in the day. I think I played 4 on an emulator. Highly recommend this series. Great collection of 4 games that were awesome on GBA. Side-scrolling 2D action slasher. Lots of fun. Here's the physical cart for it, by the way, just so I can show you guys as proof of like what I have. Mega Man 5 Double Team DS. This is Battle Network 5 Proto Man version and Colonel version, all in one game, but remastered, so to speak, with some new features and modes. This tournament mode and the second screen. So you get a second screen feature, which is pretty cool. You get to see like Mega Man's like emotions and stuff while you're in battle. And there's the cart for it. Here, let's see if I can get that to zoom. Right, there you go. Next, Final Fantasy IV. I only played the beginning of this. I'm not too familiar with too many of the older Final Fantasy games. So yeah, I've played a little bit of it. It's okay. I'm sure there's some of y'all going like, it's more than okay, it's great. But I've heard that this game is a little bit better, if I'm right, on PlayStation. Either on the PS1 or PSP version is actually the best way to play this. But I got this again on a sale. I think it was like 13 or something on Amazon, so I picked it up. Chrono Trigger. What can be said? Amazing game. I haven't finished it yet, but people classify this game as in their list of like greatest games of all time type lists. It's amazing RPG. It's fast paced. It's really smooth. The artwork is really nice. The music is great. It's just fantastic. Game to play. So I would highly recommend if you can get this. I think it's around 20. This might be the cheapest way to play this game too, because I think the Super Nintendo physical copy is about $80 or more. So I would recommend this if you have a DS. Scribblenauts Unmasked. Not to spend too much time on this. I just bought this at Target literally a couple days ago. It was on clearance for about $8. I picked it up because I like comic books. I like DC characters, so I had to get this. I actually was always interested about the first Scribblenauts, but I never really got around to it. It's basically a game where you control a character, and you can write, basically by typing in text or drawing, you come up with items. It's like platformer. You can like write in an item or draw it in, and like you create items that interact with the environment and stuff like that. It's 2D, so it's kind of interesting concept. Pokemon, both the games here. I mean, what else can be said? I mean, I love Pokemon. I go back to Red and Blue version. Fantastic game, fantastic series. Alpha Sapphire is a really great remake of the original. That I also had Sapphire on GBA when I was like, I don't know, 12, 14 years old, and it was awesome. So I'm really looking forward to Sun and Moon. As of right now, I'm leaning towards Moon, but Best Buy has a really attractive double pack that you can get that has both games. I'm thinking of getting it since I have the gamer reward discount. So that and some coupons, I could probably get both games for $40 or less, actually. So I would actually thinking about it. Here's Pokemon Y. Very similar to Alpha Sapphire, same thing. They're both Gen 6 games, so you have more 3D features and Mega Evolutions. And I think a simpler, more straightforward battle system. I think, a game that's a little bit more streamlined towards beginners as opposed to the older Pokemon games, which I always thought was a little harder for me. But those were, I think, in some ways better because those taught me how to play RPGs well. So I'm actually really indebted to, Red and Blue for that. But here's Mario Kart 7. A game that I got for $7 one day at Best Buy on a clearance sale. Actually, and this was my third game I owned. After I bought Pokemon Y and Sapphire, I think I bought this one on a sale. And actually, it's one of my least, for a game that I've owned a long time, it's one of my least played games, just because I don't really care for multiplayer too much. But the handling and everything, there's nothing wrong about this game. It's great. It's just, I don't know what it is. After a while, I've had just so much other stuff here to play that I kind of lost interest. But it's definitely a great game. Kind of like a definite, if you own a 3DS, like, yeah, you want to own this for sure. Anything Mario related, to be honest. So Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX, as you can see here, I own the launch copy, so it came in a cardboard box, and then it has a physical box here. I have the AR cards that came with this. It's just inside my 3DS take case right now, so I'm not going to take those out, but as some of you know, I'm a big fan of Hatsune Miku, and this had some extra songs and different touch features, and different interesting ways to play Miku as opposed to just jamming buttons like on the PlayStation games. So I think this is a great game. I bought this one I think $30 on eBay because I didn't have a DS when this came out, so I actually had to find a launch copy afterwards. Dead or Alive Dimensions, great, awesome fighting game. The 3D works amazing. There's a little stuttering lag on multiplayer, but it's okay. This had great features with like Street Pass and Spot Pass. You got extra costumes, and you can fight other people that you met across on the street. And it got items, kind of like Street Fighter 4-esque, where you can you got trophies and stuff like that. And it basically takes you through the storyline of the first 4 Dead or Alive games. So I thought this was perfect in time for DOA 5 as a way of like kind of preparing you to understand what had happened in the timeline before that. So highly recommend this. I think I got this for like $10 at Target on a clearance sale. Hyrule Warriors Legends, great game. Here's the cart. I'm a big fan of Dynasty Warriors, and you add that with Zelda and you just get lots of fun and tons of hours of play and unlockability. I own this on new 3DS XL, and I tend to think that's the only way to play this. I don't think you should play it on the other one because I think the lag is kind of bad. So I would buy only on the new XL if you can get it for that. Fire Emblem Awakening. Great game. This is in my 3DS right now. This is what I've been playing. I just started this. I think I'm chapter 4, I believe, or something like that. Really interesting game. I'm playing as a male Robin character so far, and I'm having fun with the story. It's kind of one of my first tactical strategy RPGs. I've played like Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics on PS1 and some other things, but I never really delved into Fire Emblem, even though I've had like GBA and a lot of other Nintendo stuff over the years. So I'm actually really happy with my purchase for this, and I got this on buy two or buy one get one 50% off sale or something like that from Best Buy, and it was like $20 for me or less. And this Ocarina of Time, this is Nintendo Select's version, so this is obviously with the new format and the Nintendo Select's, this is a $20 copy. So this is, you know, some people say one of the greatest games ever made. This is a remaster for N64 onto 3DS with some new features, and yeah, it's pretty good. So definitely recommend it. If you have the money, buy this. You're not going to be disappointed. Great game. We started at the beginning of the game. You have to basically I didn't know that you had to basically play this a lot during the day while things are going on, and it's very kind of interactive and allows you to customize a lot of things, which is really cool. You pretty much get to build your own community and world and city of people, and you have your town, and you get to make a lot of things, and you go hunting, fishing. It just has so many different activities that you can do in this. So I think it's a pretty great game. I got this, I think, for about $15. So it's on the Nintendo Select's banner as well. So it will be no more than $20 now. And then I think I got it discounted with Best Buy to $15.99. So I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for a fun RPG that doesn't really require too much knowledge of anything or any sort of complex gaming techniques or mechanics or anything to play. It's just something you want to relax and sit back and have fun with. I think this is probably a really good starter game for somebody who's interested into the world of RPGs and stuff. So I thought this was the end of my video, all of my games, and I realized, yeah, I have all these here physical, and then I forgot that I don't have the case for this last game I have here, which is Sonic Classic Collection, and I don't have the case where I bought this used at GameStop. I think it was about $11 or $12 used. But this is a great collection or compilation cart of Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 1, 2, and 3. I should say that the other way around. Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. All in one cart. Has the lock-in feature, so you can play Sonic 3 and Knuckles with the levels mixed in, and you can play with Knuckles in Sonic 3 and 2, and you can use sound tests, you can use pretty much all the features that were in the other original games. The only thing I would say about this, sometimes in some of the games there's some sort of lag or weird slowdown to me. I can't remember if that was in the original games. And the sound sounds awkward. It doesn't sound like the pure Genesis music. And it's a little bothersome because in the the original Sonic games trilogy, the sound is so important to some of those levels. It's just when you're playing through Metropolis Zone or Chemical Plant, Spring Yard Zone, Starlight Zone, you can those sounds and what those songs sound like, and it's just if you hear the difference between the Genesis and this cart is sometimes a little off. But if you can get this at a low price and you're an old school 2D Sonic fan, I would definitely recommend this game. So there you have it, guys. It's pretty much my whole gaming DS collection here. Oops, fix that. There we go. So my whole collection here. I have some other carts, I think, but they're the games that are mentioned here. They're in my case, and I have some other games that are going to be talked about on my digital collection. So shout out to, I think this was it KHM Light 3 YouTube user. He was the one who requested this a long time ago, and I've been putting it off. I'm so bad for not getting back to you quicker about that, dude. But if you're still subscribed, I appreciate it, and this is just for you. I kept you in mind. So again, this is Shadow signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.